Hi, I'm Kevin Margolis, and I am proud to give to the Campaign for Jewish Needs. My grandfather, Grandpa Mike, and my wife's grandfather, Grandpa Bernie, immigrated to the United States from Poland after World War I. Years later, through an outstanding opportunity provided by the Jewish Federation of Cleveland, I was able to visit Poland myself. For all of us, whether we are descended from survivors or not, it is important to go to Europe to face the stark reality of the Holocaust. I traveled to Poland and Israel with 14 other men from our Jewish community, including my cousin, several good friends, a few acquaintances, and some people I didn't know. This wasn't an ordinary trip. It brought out many deep emotions. There was laughter, sadness, tears, and at times, complete silence. While we all came from different backgrounds, we were united by the experience we shared together. For nearly 1,000 years, Krakow, Poland was a vibrant community with a Jewish population of more than 65,000 people. During the Holocaust, this community was completely destroyed. Today, Krakow has become the only Jewish community in the world to be entirely rebuilt from Jewish roots that resurfaced decades after the Holocaust. The Krakow JCC is the vibrant center of this community. Together with the Krakow JCC, we are ensuring a Jewish future in this city, a new preschool, caring for the elderly with senior programs, and leaving no one behind. And through survivor outreach, we are strengthening and sustaining Jewish life. The Torah we're holding in this photo was donated by our community a few years ago. This is just another example of how we are rebuilding Jewish life and securing a Jewish future in Poland. Study, books, movies, and even listening to personal testimony in Cleveland. There is nothing that prepares you for the visceral and overwhelming effect of stepping through the gates of Auschwitz. To stand in the place of such horror, of such awful memory, with a group of men from Cleveland, each experiencing it for themselves, but also experiencing it with you, sharing it with you in the moment. It rendered my emotions to shaken but a resolute state. With today's rise in anti-Semitism, the boycott, divestment, and sanctions, or BDS movement, and the never-ending rhetoric of hate in America and abroad, it is all the more important to visit and to try to understand the incomprehensible. Elie Wiesel said that the response to Auschwitz is responsibility. He said that we are all responsible for the future of our world and humanity. In today's world, we must stand united to speak out for what is right and denounce what is wrong. I am inspired by our work in Israel. While in Israel on this Federation mission, I met Nikita, a former soldier and current law student who was raised on the streets of Beersheba as part of a Russian gang. He was first arrested at the age of 12, and then several more times before he turned 18. He was trying to make money for his father, who was battling cancer, but who then deserted him. Nikita always wanted to be a lawyer, a dream that he couldn't pursue without Army service. This seems like a sad story, but listen. A rising number of Israeli youth like Nikita are considered at risk, and their ability to succeed in Israeli society after their Army service is greatly diminished. Since 1999, the Jewish Federation of Cleveland has supported the IDF Education Corps' efforts to provide the disadvantaged men and women with extra training and ongoing assistance at Army bases like Chavad HaShomer. The Jewish Federation of Cleveland's support of this program gave Nikita a second chance. Nikita is one of many Chavad HaShomer success stories. Today, Nikita is helping teens from disadvantaged backgrounds, and when he is not studying law, Nikita lectures and mentors students who are growing up in similar situations as he did. He hopes to open up a boxing gym in troubled neighborhoods as a safe place for kids. Through the Campaign for Jewish Needs, we are here for Nikita and countless others like him. We are building a strong community in Israel, and we are building a strong community here in Cleveland. As Advisory Committee Chair of J-Hub, I am inspired by the passion that I see in the interfaith families exploring Jewish life. J-Hub is a new way for interfaith couples and families to experience Jewish culture in the modern world. Each J-Hub family is unique. I'd like to tell you about Susan. Rabbi Melinda Mersek, J-Hub's director, met with Susan in 2015 for the first time. She lives on the west side with her boyfriend of another faith background. At her request, Rabbi Mersek connected Susan to a temple, and she's gone a few times. She brought her father to a J-Hub Soulful Shabbat program at the House of Blues. Susan recently gave birth to a baby boy. She reached out to Rabbi Mersek to talk about daycare, and J-Hub sent her a baby gift and signed her up for PJ Library. A little later, Susan reached out again because her mother was having health problems. Her mom is now looking to reconnect with the Jewish community and find a spiritual home after being disconnected for many, many years. Rabbi Mersek then made a pastoral visit to Susan, her baby boy, and her mother one day at her mother's home. They are now planning a baby naming for Susan's son and possible congregations for her mother. Through the Campaign for Jewish Needs support of JHUB, we are ensuring a Jewish future. Federation is the only Jewish organization that considers the needs of the community as a whole and plans for its future. I am proud to be proud of this thriving community. Together, we change lives. Thank you.